Hello, I'm Mike Murphy, and I'd like to tell you a story. A number of years ago, I was asked to do a report, and I worked literally a full weekend on this report because it had to be in on Monday. I bring it into my boss and I give it to him, and I'm so proud of this report. And he looks at it and he says, "Is this the best you can do?" And I felt like it was, but based on what he said to me, I took it back and worked on it again and brought it back again a day later. And he said, "Is this the best you can do?" And I took it back again and looked at it and tried to write it again. And I took it back a third time. And this time it was, "Can you give it to me from a different perspective?" And so I was writing the report with another individual. We continued to write this report. And over a period of about 4 or 5 days, which to me was an extremely painful process, we wrote this report from different perspectives, from different points of view. And at the end of about the 5th day, when we took it in and I set it down in front of the boss and they said, "Is this it?" I said, "I don't have any more. This is the very best. It's all that I know to say about this. It's everything that I know. I've given you all I've got." And he said, "Perfect." Set it down. And I paused for a minute and I was like, that was a really painful thing. The truth is, my boss was trying to make sure that he got the very best of me, that he got everything that I had. And certainly in that particular instance, I gave it all I had. Now, I thought I had done that in the very first 3 days of that report, but certainly I knew that I had done that at the day 5 part of that process. Oftentimes, we mix up perfection versus progress. And we want perfection in people. I've wanted it in my children, I'd like it in my life, but the reality is that progress, in my opinion, as I've gone through life and understood more about it, is even better than perfection. Because when we strive for perfection, in many instances, we can end up at a point where it becomes paralyzing because we feel like we've done all we can do and we don't know to do any more. When if we're seeking progress, we can actually have a fluid conversation, we can move forward in an appropriate way, and we can continue to make the process, the report, the thing that we do better each and every time we put our hands on it. Because we build on our experience, which is another thing that's very important. We make sure that we don't have the same experience repeated 10 times. Each experience that we have is a new addition to the original experience. So we need to remember that progress versus perfection, I would go with progress. It's been a little hard for me to get my arms around, but progress allows us to continue to do better each time. And we may, in fact, reach perfection by going through the progressive process. And that progress is really the best we can ask for, especially if we look at those around us and ourselves and we ask this question: have you given me your best? Have you done all you can do? And if the answer is yes, then I'll accept the progress. My name's Mike Murphy, and I just thought you'd like to know.